fellow heroes. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another stream. We are going to do something a little different today. I need to get the Invincible Season 2 video out, but I wanted to stick to my stream schedule, so I was attempting to kind of just stream myself editing. I've kind of done this in the past, but we're gonna do it this time. I did sort of kind of wanted to react to some things, but I'm gonna focus. I just don't know what order I want to do things in. I need to get this video out, so I'm gonna prioritize this video. If there's things that I want to react to, we'll react to it Saturday morning before work. So I'm gonna try to run this video right now. Now, anytime I play this this music, this track, I get copyrighted on my streams, but it's okay.
Is it from Baldur's Gate?
It's from Baldur's Gate, actually. Let's see if I can find the right video. Gosh, I need to delete all these. This over here, and then I just have to find some let's see, The Rock and John Cena face to face in WrestleMania. Nope. I'm just seeing The Rock with glasses on. It's throwing me off. Oh, I think that's turned up to 100%. We'll turn this down so it doesn't.
We're not the best superhero team on the planet. We're a family. And like any family.
Let's go.
We all remember that day. For some, the pain will never fade.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to be my dad. What if that happens? What if I become him and I don't even know?
Now, I guess what I'm scared is like what's gonna happen to my computer if I'm like running Adobe while streaming at the same time. It's pretty taxing on my computer.
Go save the world, Invincible.
You're way too good for me. Who are you? I call me the Shapesmith.
There's an infinite number of dimensions, and I was born with the ability to access all of them.
Editing live stream, let's go. What's up, Jeff?
Take it down.
Things.
You have no idea how much I wanted you to see this.
That's what it be today.
Your powers don't make you a hero, they make you dangerous.
I love that you show in from time to time, Jeff. I'm trying to get clips right now. Trying to get them clips. Miss you, buddy. Miss you too, man. How's life? How's everyone treating you? Are you still? How's the girl? Did you see the eclipse? This is not working. Maybe I need a. This is a teaser trailer, but I'll take it. To sneeze again. Some coworkers and I went and saw Twilight Eclipse the other night, and it was a grand old time. Thought of you since we were gonna watch the first movie that one time. Yeah, me and some coworkers watched Twilight together, and it was my first time seeing Twilight, like the movie. I read the books, but we're gonna watch New Moon next weekend, so I'm excited for that. Yes, he's talking about the movie Twilight Eclipse, like Twilight, because the eclipse did not happen at Twilight. What's up? Oh, is there a movie Twilight Eclipse? I see what you're saying. This thing that I'm trying to download is not working. I'm assuming he watched The Vampires. That's what I'm assuming. You watched you're talking about The Vampires, right, Jeff? Alright, let's bring these over. Turn this down a little bit. Turn this back up. Just a little bit. I might have to wear headphones, especially since I'm like streaming. Let's talk about season 2 of Invincible. And as of right now, this show is making MCU and DC look pretty bad. Cut out some of this stuff. Okay, so I've been doing this. I used to watch the video essentially like 3 times over. Correct? The vampires? Okay, I thought so. Amy's over here trying to put false news in my head. I can't get... freaking... this one thing to play. I don't know why. But it's okay. I'll just... oof.
We all remember the hero.
I'm gonna try one more time with this clip. If it doesn't work, then we're giving up. That's sometimes the problem with editing. It's like sometimes you need something, it doesn't work. You're limited with the tools at your disposal, and you just gotta make it work. And sometimes you gotta think a little bit outside the box. Season 2 clip. So this is 5 minutes long, but we'll just go. Oh, I can make it work. I usually try to have clips that show like what I'm talking about, but this is just gonna have to do. Those movies are all terrible, but it was so fun being in a theater with a bunch of rowdy people just straight up roasting it. That's kind of how it was for us. We had everybody in my living room, and we were just making fun of it and roasting it. And it wasn't so much that like we were trying to watch the movie as like an art form, but we were just hanging out together, having a good old time. And like it's interesting how like Twilight brings everyone together. Boo! Ah, Panda, you snuck up on me there. How you doing, Panda? Okay, I think we can use that clip. It's not really gonna fit the source material of what I'm doing. Good, you? I'm doing all right. Trying something different. I want to get this Invincible stream out, so I'm trying to. I want to make sure I do that. Alright, so we're gonna go back over here. And it really comes down to storytelling. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys. Season 2 took more... Oh. Season 2 took... That's with you guys. And we'll just show off some other stuff. Bringing in the money. Sponsored? Yeah, we're sponsored. Honkai Star Rail. If you want to hit the link, I think I forgot how to bring up the link. I don't have Kate here. I think it's this. Nope, that's not it. It's not sponsored. Oh, there it is. Exclamation point HS. And there's the QR code right there. Exclamation point HSR. Boom. There you go. Hit that link right there. If you can get to level and do it on your phone, if you can get to level 8 on your phone, it helps the stream out a whole lot. Look pretty bad, and it really comes down to storytelling. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys. Season 2 had some boring moments for me that kind of took me out of it. Of it. However, the show knows the story it wants to tell, and it sticks to it. You guys get to see a little bit of like behind the scenes of what's going on here. Did anyone else watch Invincible? The heck? That was weird. That doesn't look like it's supposed to do that. Oh, it is supposed to do that. I see. Okay. It's part of the whole editing experience of watching it. However, the show knows the story it wants to tell. In your past videos, you sound a bit like you're using a higher pitch of your voice. You sound better in these edits. I think I was using a higher pitch because I was trying to presume more energy. I told myself I want to try to just have like a consistent tone. And so I used kind of like my normal voice, but I also went down kind of an octave when I was making this one. It wants to tell, and it sticks to it. After Omni-Man's wake of destruction, and he leaves. But you got a deep voice that sounds good. Yeah, I should lean into more of my deep voice. Maybe I should. I agree with you. And I was. It's funny you bring that up, Panda. I'm glad you bring that up because I was thinking about like going down an octave. After Omni-Man's wake of destruction, and he leaves Mark. It's kind of having to leave our. And no, thank you for telling me that. A radio voice? Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that for my next video for sure. We'll lean into the more deeper octaves, because I think a lot of people back when I like first made videos, I focused more on my deeper octave in my voice. It's pretty loud, isn't it? We'll turn it down just a little bit so you guys can hear me talking while I'm editing at the same time. We'll do this. We want people to be sad. And it sticks to it.
After
I think with
Omni-Man's
reviews,
wake
there's an element of
destruction
authority or
and
credibility.
being
Don't know if I
smart,
get the
it's kinda
same with your
having to
higher
leave our
voice.
main
Thanks for that.
character to recover. And whereas the first season was about hope and the reality of all things,
He even got Amy in the background laughing with that comment. Download this real quick. I mean, I think having a voice does influence things. I do agree with you. Having a voice can have a big influence on things, and it can be what's it called? Kind of like it can make or break a first impression. Bro, I didn't see Amy there. She blended into the background. Yeah, she does blend into the background.
Focus.
She's focused on her game right now. Yeah, and all these little things can add up to something like greater. Sorry? No, you're just saying it how it is. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna get offended by that. I laugh because it's real, you know? Keeping it real.
having to leave our main character to recover. And whereas the first season was about hope and the reality of all things crashing down upon that, this season's the opposite.
But yeah, we'll see. Next video, I'm going to use an even deeper voice. And I'll try to keep the same energy. Because I do agree with you 1000% that, like, having a deeper voice makes a difference. You know, people say I have a deep voice. I feel like I don't have a deep voice. Do I have a deep voice, Amy?
You do have a deep voice. You have a.
It's crashing down upon that. This season's the opposite.
I have a scratchy voice.
Yeah.
Sound like corpse husband? Yeah, like right now. Yeah, because right now I'm just kind of like talking to you guys. I'm kind of just like resting my voice. I'm letting it sit down. I think you can lower it, and that's kind of what people do. I'll probably try lowering it. I'll have some fun with that. I think I bring it higher, more so because in the past I used to deal with like anger a lot, and so like I would keep it higher to make myself sound happier, because a lot of people would get intimidated by my voice and they'd get scared of me. They would think that I'm angry at them, and I'm not angry at you. I'm a very passionate person when I speak,
this season's the
and my
opposite.
voice did
It's
not
kind of
help. So like
finding that
I
hope
like
whenever the reality
trained myself to talk at a higher octave.
that this season's the opposite. It's kind of finding that hope whenever the reality of the world constantly keeps kicking you while you're down.
I think this video is gonna have to have a lot of like me on the screen, because I don't have a lot of clips to go through. I don't have a lot of clips to use. So we're gonna have to use with what we got. It's probably still gonna get copywritten too. Scratching, you can communicate the energy rather than anger with your eyes. I got really dark eyes.
Whenever
It's hard.
the
I don't know if
reality of
it's
the
hard to
world
tell on camera,
constantly keeps
but I have
kicking you
really
while you're
dark
down.
eyes.
And that really is the main theme of this season. When it rains,
scratchy. Is it a good scratchy voice or a bad scratchy voice?
Keeps kicking you while you're down.
You also
And
look
that
up at
really
the
is main
camera?
theme
Yeah, I do that on purpose. What, you don't want me to look up at the camera?
of this season. When it rains,
I'm gonna
it
keep looking up at the
pours.
camera.
Mark's struggles of just everyday things
Look at that.
like the
Look at that
will they,
natural
won't
look
they,
at the
won't.
camera. I had to practice that, you know. That was not something that I had to actually practice that. It's so weird when you first like start talking to a camera because you're just talking to a camera and there's no one in the room with you, and then you get used to it.
This season, when it rains, it pours. Mark's struggles of just everyday things like the will they, won't they.
We could probably find a will they, won't they. They got to tease the romance a little bit. Where is it? Huh. They didn't tease the romance at all. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. I need that. Nice face. It's my O face. Oh, I can't be saying stuff like that while I'm sponsored. I gotta be nice. I gotta be PG while I'm sponsored. Sorry, guys. Well, technically, I'm not allowed to say that stuff while I'm playing the game. I'm not playing the game anymore, but it's probably better to be safe than sorry. Oh, I finally got it to work. When you don't succeed, try again. All right, sweet. I needed that. Actually really needed that. Okay. Digital pog. My pog face. Here we go. Like this.
The season, when it rains, it pours. Mark's struggles
Oh, I need to put this here.
of just everyday things like the will they, won't they romance, because the idea of having a girlfriend is something that every guy
Oh, I need to cut that part.
won't they romance.
This is kind of weird because I'm not fully paying attention to the video that I'm editing.
Will they, won't they romance, because the idea of having a girlfriend is something that every guy wants. But does that person really fit into the life that you truly want to live?
We'll do this right here and have him taking off his mask right before he gets punched and slapped in the face a million times. Words of wisdom. You know me.
Romance, because the idea of having a girlfriend is something that every guy wants. But does that person really fit into the life that you truly want to live? Keyword truly want to live, because Mark is also trying to figure out what he wants, what's best for him.
See, oh, I could have used this earlier. Hold on, this is actually like perfect for what I needed earlier. This is one of the rules I have when I'm editing is like if I have an idea, I have to explore it.
Be bad. And it really
And there's kind of like a balance to it too, because like
comes down to story.
I want to explore the
Now,
idea, but if I'm on a time crunch, sometimes I just have to let it go.
I gotta be honest with you guys. Season 2 had some boring moments for me that kind of took me out of it. However, the show knows the story it wants to tell, and it sticks to it. After Omni-Man's
This is what this is where I want to put it. I'll put it right here. Definitely a balance. Yeah.
After Omni-Man,
You gotta learn when to let go, but you also have to learn when to push
leaves
yourself.
Mark, it's kind of having to leave our main character to recover. And whereas the first season was about hope and the reality of all things crashing down upon that, this season's the opposite. It's kind of finding that hope whenever the reality of the world constantly keeps kicking you while you're down. And that really is the main theme of this season. When it rains, it pours.
No space on phone for Honkai? Dude, Honkai is actually freaking huge. If you have like a tablet, I don't know if I don't know if it'll recognize it. As long as you're downloading the mobile app.
Struggles of just
in some way or another.
things like the will they, won't they, romance.
Dude, I had to delete
Because the
so
idea
much
of
stuff.
having a girlfriend is
It's like
something that every
it's
guy
huge.
wants.
It's actually
This
huge.
season, when it rains, it pours. Mark's struggles of just everyday things like the will they, won't they romance. Because the idea of having a girlfriend is something that every guy wants, but does that person really fit into the life that you truly want to live?
Am I allowed to swear in my sponsorships? Yes. I should be allowed to swear in my sponsorships. There was nothing in there that there are some things that I am not allowed to say.
Yeah.
But I'll be fine. You'll be fine if you speak some words.
Really fit into the life that you truly want to live. Keyword truly want to live, because Mark is also trying to figure
Like what? No, I'm not falling for that. There one out there, for example. It's okay. I'll let your imagination run wild.
live. Keyword truly want to live, because Mark is also
Let's just say there's a reason I got rid of chat on screen.
trying to figure out what he wants, what's best.
Because actually, there's actually some things I'm actually not supposed to talk about, and the second I started streaming, chat started talking about those things. YouTube chat, yeah, they're wild. Yeah. Whew, all right.
that you truly want to live. Keyword truly want to live, because Mark is also trying to figure out what he wants, what's best for him.
Grab this. Here.
Want to live, because Mark is also trying to figure out what he wants, what's best for him. And I think that's very relatable and a key factor in everything, especially when he has fears of becoming like
Fears of becoming his father. Like his father before him.
his father again, and we explore all of this throughout this season, where the main focus is more of a character progression story instead of a plot-driven story.
Luke, I am your father. Put a clip of... I was just thinking about that. And Luke's just like, no! No! It's not true!
You are beaten.
You are
It is
beaten.
useless to resist. Don't let yourself be destroyed as Obi-Wan did. There is no escape. Don't make me destroy you.
Yeah, but a badly photoshopped version of Luke. Oh, yeah? I'm not going to go through all that right now. That is a good idea, though. Where do I say it?
romance, because the idea of having a girlfriend is something that every guy wants, but
I say it right here.
his father again, and it's best for him. And I think that's very relatable and a key factor in everything, especially when he has fears of becoming like his father again, and we explore his father again, and we of becoming like his father again, and we explore all of this throughout the season.
I don't know where to cut it. That's like not a nice place to cut it.
We explore all of this throughout of becoming like his father again, and
Right here. This is where we cut it. And we cut it here too. And then we'll take the whole thing. We'll move it back over here. Then we go here.
Strength. You, what happened to your father?
He told me enough.
If you strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the
Did he already say the line and I missed
I'll
it?
never join you.
If you only knew the power of the dark
side.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him. You killed him.
I am your father.
That scene is so long. I can't play that whole scene, so we'll just do the...
No. I am your father.
We'll get that in there.
No. It's not true. That's impossible.
Boom. Let me do that. Oh, that's so long. Oh, gosh. Alright, we'll see.
especially when he has fears of becoming like his father again.
I am your father.
It's not true. That's impossible.
And we explore all of this throughout this season.
It's so
The main
abrupt.
focus is more of a character progression story instead of a plot-driven story.
It's so abrupt. Out of nowhere.
Fears of becoming like his father again.
I am your father.
It's not true. That's impossible.
And we explore all of this throughout the season, where the main focus is more of a character progression story and
Oh, man.
fears of becoming like his father again. Becoming like his father. Of becoming like his father.
I am your father.
Oh, that actually worked pretty good, Panda. Cutting out like, the word again.
That's impossible.
And we explore all of this throughout the season, where the main
Wait, that actually works.
has fears of becoming like his father.
I am your father.
All right. Panda's a genius. You're a genie in a bottle, Panda. And because of your genius, watch this. We'll export this. And then we'll come over here. We'll do, nope. We'll do YouTube video. Ooh, help! Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Star Wars. Oh no, it's doing the whole thing. Shoot. Open this one. There we go. Can I do what? There we go. We'll do this one. Oops. Blood foil. Do this. What doing? Let's go. That's right. That's right. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're making it happen. We're doing it live. I said, fuck it. Let's do it live. Do it this way. Impossible, invincible. All right. We let that download for 2 seconds. Let that cook. Let it cook.
Of becoming like his father.
I'm honored. Happy digital. No, thank you. It was a good idea.
And we explore all of this.
You help you now when you watch this video, you'll know that you had a hand in making this.
Story instead of a plot-driven story.
Instead of a plot-driven story. Plot-driven. I just like that he gets punched and I want it to cut right there. Yeah, I'll watch it on my commute. Oh, thank you, Panda. Thank you, Panda. It's not done just yet. Boom. Put it there. Boom. Take this. Put it here. Delete that.
Of becoming like his father.
I am your father.
It's not true.
That's impossible.
And we explore all of this through.
Well done, Panda. Well done. It worked pretty good. It got the point across pretty well. I did a content. Look at you. You're a natural content creator.
And we explore all of this throughout this season, where the main focus is more of a character progression story instead of a plot-driven story. Don't get me wrong, both are very ample when it comes to how this story is being told in season 2.
What do I say?
But I think that's where it's cutting the edge over Marvel and DC.
Oh, should I put a clip of Marvel and DC? I just need the Marvel logo and then the DC logo. Man, you're really making me work hard on this video. It's like, because I'm being watched, I want to like put up a good show. Actually, instead of all that mess, I could just do... I want to close out this other... Wait. I'm gonna close this out. Marvel logo. DC logo. Oh, we'll just use this blue one. Okay. Both those are activated. The benefits of having 3 screens, dude. You don't even know. Uh-oh, the Marvel logo is not the thing I wanted. What? I found a picture. I love 3 screens. 3 screens is great. Why didn't it work? Okay, neither of them are wanting to work. just need one of them to work. I just need one.
No.
Which one did I try? I tried that one. I guess I should try this one. Blah. What do Marvel Studios? Okay. No, it's downloading the wrong thing. It just doesn't want to work. Let's try this one. Dude, you gotta be absolutely shitting me right now. Because this won't... Oh, it does go over. Whoops. I'm a dum-dum. I know nothing about computers. Okay, we're good. Well, that's not a bad picture. Why is Lex Luthor? What is going on in this picture? The people they got in this picture, they got some people from the video games. They got Al Gordon. They got the bad. Yo, that's so funny. Is it? I think it was from a video game. Lex Luthor gets punched. It's, well, they have the Catwoman from the video game, but everyone else is from the movies. But then they have the Lex Luthor suit from the video game, but then they got, it's just, oh my gosh. Oh, this is new. What the heck? That's new. That's new. I've never seen that before.
Plot-driven story. Don't get me wrong, both are very ample when it comes to how this story is being told in season 2, but I think that's where it's cutting the edge over Marvel.
Okay, so what do you put this down? I was kind of wanting it. What was I imagining? This is fine. We'll do this. This Photoshop monstrosity.
Marvel and DC. But I think that's where it's cutting the edge over Marvel and DC. We're more focused on the relatability.
No. It works. I was just gonna put the two logos over my head, but I could do that later, so I'm not worried about it. I have to sneeze again. I might have to take some medicine, guys. Okay.
Marvel and DC. we are more focused on the relatability between these heroes that can do godly things than we are kind of patting ourselves on the back and catering to certain types of audience members.
Things are looking good.
You add in the fact that the
Oh yeah, you'll get to see me mess up. You'll get to see me mess up.
audience members. You add in the fact that the show is still as action-packed as ever and
Okay, easy.
certain types of audience members.
So, oh, I keep looking too far to the left. This trailer does a lot more for me than the other one does. It's too long. This is perfect.
You add in the fact that the show is still as action-packed as ever and the action sequences
Mm-hmm. You're starving.
Can you take this sword?
There we go. That might be too long of a clip.
the action sequences
should be-
tie into
we
the
should be
character
fine.
progression, whether it's something that a character has achieved and learned, or it's the next step and them having to understand a situation as a whole. The action is part of expressing what a character is going through and feeling and heightening that what cannot be told through just dialogue alone. What a character is going.
Let's see the other trailer. Oh, we could use some of this action. Yeah, we could do that. Him seeing the dead people like he's about to die. This is probably too long. Yeah, this is way too long, so we'll just cut it short right here. Hopefully that does.
Expressing what a character is going through and feeling and heightening that what cannot be told through just dialogue alone. Take Rudy
Oh, that's perfect. Oh my gosh, I nailed that. All right.
or Robot, for example, whenever he has to go against the Sequids.
I think there's a clip of that over here. Yep, perfect. So we'll do this. This clip might be too long. The reason I say like the clips might be too long is I'll get flagged for copyright.
Dialogue alone. Take Rudy or Robot, for example, whenever he has to go against the Sequids, he has been working on his emotional control. This is both to help him This is both to help him
I probably should have seen what I was gonna say.
This is both to show how he handles situations.
There we go.
He has been working on his emotional control.
Boop, boop, boop. See, the B-roll acts as like two things. Makes it where you guys can't see the cuts, but it also gives you something to constantly engage with. The problem is
He has been
that
working on
I
his
constantly try to look
control.
for
This is
B-roll that
both to
matches what
show
I'm talking
how
about.
He handles situations and how he actively challenges the world in his own internal conflict, but it doesn't work in his.
I think I can use, since we're talking about Rudy, I could technically use this clip, is what I'm thinking. What do we have here? there's not a lot of stuff of Rudy, so I will use that clip. Boom. That should fix just fine.
And how he actively challenges the world in his own internal conflict, but it doesn't work in his relationship that he's trying to pursue. And because of that, he has to grow as.
Then we'll just use. I need to use that for later in the video. Oh my gosh. None of this works. None of that works for what I need. I'll just use this as like filler. There we go.
That he's trying to pursue. And because of that, he has to grow as a person, not so much change, but understand that he can't just go in and fix everything outright.
My allergies are really kicking my butt right now.
And fix everything outright. And this is what makes this season so great, is everyone's main theme is finding their agency.
Everyone's main theme is finding their agency. Let's get a pick of everybody. Boom.
Right. And this is what makes this season so great, is everyone's main theme is finding their agency, their choice. Whenever things or life itself feels like it's only giving you one option, you're still choosing to pursue an ideal that you want to achieve. The caveat the caveat having to be that you have to fight tooth and nail for it. And if I could just add the cherry.
Okay. Mind you, what you guys didn't see is that I wrote a script for this. I read the script. I didn't memorize the script. I used to just like read the scripts, but then it requires the entire video to be B-roll, and that can be pretty difficult. But I write a script, then I record, and then this is like the editing part. The editing and script writing is probably the most time consuming.
Whenever things or life itself feels like it's only giving you
we can do this. Get a teleprompter. I thought about it. I looked them up. They're actually pretty cheap. They're not that expensive.
choice. Whenever things or life itself feels like it's only giving you one option.
But I don't like... Here's the thing. What I do, I kind of do what Taika Waititi does. So Taika Waititi, he takes a... He writes a script. He puts it away. He writes like a rough draft. Then he takes the script, looks at it, is like, oh man, this is a piece of shit.
Or life
Rewrites it, reads it once over, and then
to pursue an
tries to go off of memory
to achieve
based off of that. So basically, that's kind of what I do. And I didn't even realize he did this. I saw him do that in an interview once, and I was like, oh, I do that. And what it does is it allows me to cut out the fluff. Because if I don't write a script, my thoughts aren't in order, and so I ramble a lot. And you'll see in some of my videos, even some of my more recent videos, that there's kind of a lot of rambling going on. And like my points aren't really like as cohesive as they are. But when I write a script, I still kind of ramble when I write the script, not as much. But then when I read the script and then I cut out the script and I just talk, it's like I filter myself and I only get like I only put in the good stuff.
Choice whenever things or life itself
Fair, I
feels
do
like
that
it's
too,
only
yeah.
giving you one option, you're still choosing to pursue an ideal that you want to achieve. The caveat having to be that you have to fight tooth and nail for it. And if I could just add the cherry on top, being the fact that the show takes superhero tropes and puts a twist on them.
Takes a twist on superhero tropes. I do want to show off.
Nail for it. And if I could just add the cherry on top, being the fact that the show takes superhero tropes and puts a twist on them.
All of that
focuses
is
on-
good stuff.
Or focuses on
Oh,
things
yeah.
that may be overlooked in other medias.
I'm tired. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't want to really get this video out. I figured I might, since I said I was going to stream, I might as well stream. And I hope these edit videos aren't too bad.
Tropes and puts a twist on them, or focuses on, or focuses.
Oh, I didn't even realize I said that.
Add the cherry on top, being the fact that the show takes superhero tropes and puts a twist on them, or focuses on, or focuses on things that may be overlooked and puts a twist on them.
I like it. I get to see the process.
Focuses on,
That's good. Glad you like it. And considering, I mean, maybe when I get more time and money and I can hire an editor, obviously these streams don't exist anymore. But as of right now, it's me struggling to be a content creator. Some of these things feel
cherry
necessary.
on top, being the fact that the show takes superhero tropes and puts a twist on them, or focuses on things that may be overlooked in other medias, like how characters can be
Cut that back. I want to show the mom kind of crying a little bit. There we go. It's not a bad thing to see, though. Not to me, at least. Yeah, and I was thinking, like, kind of like what you guys say. You guys show up for the content, but you stay for the personality. And I have to remember that. It shows me the reality when the internet only shows the highs, not the lows, makes you genuine. Thank you. I was going for that feeling.
in other medias, like how characters can be traumatized from an experience and how they can grow to overcome those experiences, or even a hero itself failing.
We gotta show him losing. Do this. Ooh, that went too far.
From an experience and how they can grow to overcome those experiences, or even a hero itself failing time and time again but still choosing to get back up.
It's not a bad shot. Probably should put that
hero
further.
itself failing time and time again, but still choosing to get back up and fight the good fight.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it sends shivers throughout my whole body. Is there no medicine? I took some. I'm gonna wait for it to kick in. Is there a storm coming in? Anytime there's so many allergens in Texas. I need to move to Colorado where there's no allergens.
Good fight. With all this praise, you're probably still wondering, what was I bored about?
Okay, so I need to cut this part.
Take the good fight. With all this praise, you're probably still wondering, what was I bored about?
Let's cut here. Let's do this. Let's go here. Zoom in a little bit. But no. We gotta get that. We gotta get that. Zoom in.
Still wondering, what was I bored about? Well, the overall message and theme feels like it gets beaten over your head one too many times.
How much more do we have? Whew, 5 minutes. All right, 2 more minutes of editing. And we're done. I'm glad I made this a short one. I am glad I made this a short one. My videos end up being like 8 or 10 minutes long. I'm too tired for that right now. Plus I gotta open tomorrow. Oh. It'll work. I know it works. Freaking sucks. Looks like I've used most of that. We'll try to use some of this a little more. Oh, wait, some of this was like really good. Oh, this is season 1. I was like, what the heck? Wait. I just used that clip. I mean, I wouldn't mind using it again. What's happening here? What the heck even happens in this?
Yellow skies, purple grass, and get this, they have burgers there too, just like these. Who would have guessed, huh?
You never found it, right?
No, nope, not even close. I hope they're okay. I think about them quite a bit, honestly. But how about you?
Writing, designing, storyboarding, voice acting, key posing, in-betweening, cleaning up, color slapping, comping the whole thing and all that for, roughly...
This, I'm gonna say it. You guys are not gonna like what I'm gonna say. This teaser animation looks better than the actual show animation. Look at that. I mean, that looks pretty good. And then, like, look at this. Like, the lighting makes all the difference.
Storyboarding,
I'm getting
voice acting,
distracted.
key posing,
Key posing,
cleaning
in-betweening.
up, color slapping, comping
Look at that light.
the whole thing and all that for, roughly thousands of shots. So it's kind of a lot.
Sure, yeah. Although like 90% of that, if I'm being honest, sounds completely made up. But the real question is...
In-betweening. What is... I remember in, like... I don't know if you guys ever watched Atlanta, but in-betweening... They made a joke about being an in-betweener. Where you only get to draw the in-between parts of the cartoon.
Bored about? Well, the overall message and theme feels like it gets beaten over your head one too many times. Seeing that not just Mark, but all the other side characters are facing similar issues and are all wanting their own form of agency.
The other characters are facing similar issues and all wanting their own form of agency. Go here. Here.
Facing similar issues and are all wanting their own form of agency. Not to mention that the story outright says this at multiple times. Multiple times. When you start to see everybody having a bad day every day, you become more desensitized to the whole situation as a whole.
True.
You become more desensitized.
Oh, it gets so gruesome. This is long.
Says this at multiple times. When you start to see everybody having a bad day every day, you become more desensitized to the whole situation as a whole. Those small wins that our heroes deserve.
Put that there. Put that there.
As a whole, those small wins that our heroes deserve feel really fleeting. Like whenever Rex explodes.
Oh. Remember that Rexplode stuff I was saving before? This is where it comes in. I can't remember if it was in the first trailer or the second trailer. It was in the first trailer. So sometimes, especially when there's like just little clips of someone, I take as many clips of them as possible and just like throw them all in. Just because. Even if they're just like a second long, because it can make that much of a difference.
Fleeting. Like whenever Rex Splode has to recover from his injuries and needs to get that win one more time.
From what Mr. Beast has said, he says like towards the end of the video, it's okay to get lazier
And
with
honestly,
the edits.
this might actually be the point.
Because
Maybe
if
just
someone's
taking
already
the
sat
small
through
wins
like
wherever we can
2/3
get
of
them,
your video, they're
because
gonna sit
life
through
is
the
never
last
gonna give
third.
you a break.
And I was like, that makes sense. Usually people, my problem with my videos, and I need to figure out how to solve this. I probably need to watch other people's reviews more often. My problem is that people watch my videos up until here, and then they stop watching it. Or like the average viewer watches it up until here. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that like
I get straight to the point, or maybe I start saying spoilers, but I used to not say spoilers. So then I started adding spoilers to my reviews, and nobody cares. Nobody's cared. Nobody's made a difference. Nobody's complained. It hasn't changed the viewership. My average viewer rating, it's always around like the minute 30 mark that people stop watching, which is so annoying because I usually make like 10-minute videos. So people are only watching 10% of my videos. So I don't know. And I used to make TikTok reviews, and I would say like a whole review in a minute. People would love it. People would love it. People would interact with them. But I don't want to just make TikTok reviews because it's hard to convey everything you want to say. Because not only would people love it, but people would hate it because I can only say like certain points, and then everyone would just harp on those points because I don't really get to explain myself in a minute. But I don't care that much. It's like a TikTok, so like who cares?
This might actually be the point. Maybe just taking the small wins wherever we can get them, because life is never going to give you a break. However, they just don't feel that impactful.
I don't really have anything else to use. So we'll just... I'm just gonna use this again. Maybe it's an energy thing? I don't know.
Be the point. Maybe just taking the small wins wherever we can get them, because life is never going to give you a break. However, they just don't feel that impactful in the grand scheme of things. And
I think what it is like
almost
I say my
feels lost due to the fact that a lot of times when good things,
I don't give people something to look forward to towards the end of the video, other than like the score. I think that's what it is, and it's like only people who care about what I have to say or who think I'm agreeing with them will fully watch the video. Whereas like a bunch of other people are just going to watch. They're just going to hear my initial opinion, get what they need from it, and then leave. That's my theory, but I have no way of backing up that theory. Lots of good public speakers become more animated or use more gestures to keep attention. Well, that's what the B-roll is for. As for being more animated, that's why I was using a higher pitch voice, and I was being more animated with my voice. But we'll see. We test things out. We try things.
point. Maybe just taking
You can test that theory? I don't know how I could test that theory.
Because life is never going to give you a break. However, they just don't feel that impact.
The thing that I do like, though, is that the people who like my videos really go out of their way to tell me that they like my videos. And to me, especially like with the amount of views that I get, to me, that goes a long way. It also could just be the algorithm, you know? Because sometimes I'll get like 30 views on a video, and then other times I'll get 10,000 views on a video, and it's just like...
Point. Maybe just taking the small wins wherever we can.
I just have to be consistent and keep putting it out and keep bringing it up on people's feed.
They just don't feel that impactful in the grand scheme of things, and that message almost feels lost due to the fact that a lot of times when good things need to happen, like Alan's ability to get stronger, or Alan finding Omni-Man, or...
I should have put the Alan points right here.
Oh, roughly 1,000.
Even the Viltrumites finding Omni-Man, or even the Viltrumites finding...
I'm gonna just cut this whole part out.
Omni-Man and Mark, a lot of it can be very ex machina.
Saving your point to the end?
Good.
Well, I mean, I give my thesis statement at the beginning. and then so like my thesis statement, and then I explain my points. But if I don't give a thesis statement, will people stay longer? That just breaks everything, because I'm essentially writing persuasive essays. That's what these are. They're just persuasive essays in a speech format. Break the rules to get the rules. I'll try it. I don't know. How do you like... I can try that. I can try making a video without a thesis and just go into it. No, because no, that doesn't work, because the thesis is what sets up, is like the mystery box. They're like, oh, why does he think that? And if they care, I think what I need to do is I need to find a more gripping and what's it called, clickbaitable thesis. I think I need better clickbaitable thesis and a better clickbaitable, well, in clickbait. And I think if I can do that, I can make them stay. So I need to work on, because it's not enough to say one thing or another. I think I have to say something outrageous. I have to say something that will make people have opinions. Because if I play it safe, no, everyone's just gonna be like, oh, okay, like, I don't agree with you, but I respect you. But if I say that, like kind of in this video, I kind of did that, but I need to go a little more outrageous. And the problem is I don't want to lose who I am. I want to take this strategy and take this tactic, but I also don't want to get lost in the sauce. And so the idea is to say, like, what I would say in this video is like, Invincible is better than Marvel and DC, right? And just piss off all the Marvel and DC people, and then they watch my video and I explain the things about Invincible and all those other things that's going on in there. I don't know, because you said people come and take what they need and leave, so I'm saying you can test that theory. Right, yeah. Yeah, and it's a good way to test that theory, to see if the thesis... And it's like, and I think about it... I don't know, but we'll see. My other theory is that I just make people mad. What's up, Turtle? What's going on? It's definitely a balance, because if it's too polarizing, then people could just leave. Yeah, if it's too polarizing. There's one time, I didn't even mean to be polarizing. It was by complete accident. I said that the story in a certain video game, what video game was it? It was the mech game that was done by From Software. I said that the story sucked, and people got so mad they stopped watching the video after I said it sucked, even though I explained why it sucked. But everyone in the comment section was like, this guy's an idiot, this guy blah blah blah, the story blah, like they were so mad that I said the story sucked. And then so I literally had 50% likes and dislikes, and I think I had over 500 like interactions. So it was like 250 people liked the video and 250 people disliked the video. It was like I polarized it perfectly. And I got so many views from it too. Invincible is dope, but it ain't better than Marvel. See, look, I already got someone right now, Panda. I already polarized someone. And I think that's what I should do. Now, Invincible is new, fresh, and totally better. Oh no, I don't want you guys to fight. I want you guys to play nice. Compared to Marvel's current phase, I would prefer Invincible over Marvel's current phase. Over... Even Amy agreed with that. Marvel's current phase is really hard to watch it sometimes. More times than Invincible was.
Might actually be the point. Maybe just taking
Marvel is more developed, but more cash cow. Marvel has turned in... Marvel is starting to cannibalize itself, in my opinion. I just said that to see what your response would be. Oh. I don't... You're not going to get me like that. You're going to have to try harder. Not that... I guess I just attacked you personally whenever I said that. I guess that is a good baited response whenever you do that. A good hook, a good bait on the hook right there. That's what it felt like whenever you said that you were trying to test my response. I don't personally try to engage with something emotionally. Try to is the key word. But now I gotta stay on my toes around you, Turtle. You're testing me like my ex-girlfriends used to do.
Point. Maybe just taking the small wins wherever we can get
I would take
them,
Marvel
because
Comics over
life is
Invincible,
never gonna
MCU.
give you a
I would take Marvel Comics over Invincible, the MCU. Star Trek is better than Star Wars? Which Star Trek are you talking about? Because if you're talking about Star Trek Discovery, that's the final season of Star Trek Discovery is coming out, and I would give a hard disagree about the Star Trek Discovery. I never seen either of them. They're both worth the watch, depending on what you want to go into. If you like fantasy, if you lean more towards fantasy and mythological storytelling, go to Star Wars. If you like episodic that talk about kind of like the psychology of people, go to Star Trek. But if neither of those sound appealing to you, then avoid both of them. Just wanted a reaction, whichever one makes you angry. I mean, look, let me tell you something. I get that feeling of like people reacting to social media, to like media's forms that they are attached to, and getting mad about that kind of stuff. I used to be that person, but then I realized, I was like, why do I care what you like or don't like? I don't. I hate to sound rude, but in reality, I do not care what you like or don't like. I know what I like, and that's all that matters. That's all. Like, if you don't like something, more power to you. So you won't ever really make me angry if you say those types of things. Well, you're wrong, Panda. Let me teach you something. Let me teach you something real quick. All right. Let me learn you something. There are times when I am right. Okay. There are times when Mario is right, and then there are times when Mario is not yet right. Remember that. Remember that. As for I would take Marvel Comics over Invincible. I know the Invincible offshoot comics. I shouldn't say I know. I heard the Invincible offshoot comics suck. As for the Marvel comics, I don't know. I stopped reading comics. They just got way too convoluted. There's just too much stuff to happen for nothing to change. I mean, I think now I would only get like omnibuses of stories that I would like and that I think are good, but to continuously read comics it's just too much for me. Take notes.
might actually be the point. Maybe just taking the small wins wherever we can get them, because life is never going to give you a break. However, they just don't feel that impactful in the grand
scene is
scheme
too
of
long.
things,
I'm gonna get a
and
copyright
that
strike
message
for this scene right
almost feels lost due to the fact that a lot of times when good things need to happen, like Alan's ability to get stronger, or stronger.
Have Alan flying in. Those were some pretty ex machina moments in the show, for being honest.
Need to happen, like Alan's ability to get stronger, or Alan finding Omni-Man, or even the Viltrumites finding Omni-Man and Mark. A lot of it can be very ex machina, like Omni-Man and Mark, a lot of it can be very ex machina. Like the good happens because it needs to happen and almost out of sheer luck instead of willing it to happen because it's something that you are fighting for. Dare I mention the last episode and the time traveling stuff?
I don't like that y'all's first instinct was to try to make me mad through reactionary stuff. That's rude. That's rude. That ain't no hero behavior right there. That's some villainous shit right there. Y'all should be just y'all need to go to the corner.
You are fighting for. Dare I mention the last episode and the time traveling stuff? And yet
There's an imposter among us. Yeah. YouTube chat. YouTube chat and Twitch chat came together.
And yet the
No, we just testing you. Practice makes perfect. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Panda. Actually, I'm the one that needs to go to the corner. Fuck.
And yet the story still and yet the story still
Every hero needs a villain, though.
and yet the story still
Does that mean like firefighters have villains? Arsonists,
and yet the
pyromaniacs,
story still and
not being up to building code.
yet the story still
I really couldn't get this line
and
down.
yet the story still stays true. There's so many S's in that. And yet the story
I'm gonna keep that in there.
and yet the story still
Not the whole thing. We'll just. Well, how much of this can I keep?
and yet the story still
We'll keep that. Delete this. So, and then we'll delete this. Get some bloopers in there.
traveling stuff. And yet the story still and yet the story still stays true. There's so many S's in that.
Okay, and then make it feel a little dynamic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this here. I want to zoom in on myself as I'm saying it, and then we'll do like a zoom out as I like laugh about it.
There's so many true.
Okay, so we'll cut right here. Then we'll go here. And so we'll scale this to just 150. 150 is a good scaling. And then we'll start here. Start here at 150. And then we'll scale out to zoom out to 100. And so, bada bing, bada boom, movie magic.
And yet the story still stays true. There's so many S's in that. And yet
It goes too slow. Let's delete this. I didn't like how slow it was, so we're gonna go here, and then we'll do 100 here, and then it should.
still stays true. There's so many S's in that.
There we
And
go.
yet-
That's better. Make a bloopers at the end. Cats and trees. Cats and trees. Can you put raptor sounds or hero sounds next to your raw? Hero sounds? What would a hero sound be? All I can think about is like Dragon Ball Z, where they're like, or like they throw the capsule or something. Raptor sounds? Let's see what I can find for raptor sounds. Raptor sounds. All right, tell me what this sounds. I'm scared. This has 4.1 million views. I'm scared to hear what this is gonna sound. I'm gonna turn up the volume for you guys, okay? We're gonna listen to this together. Oh, like saying your sound is heroic screech. Panda.
And yet the story still. And
What am I about to do, Panda? God. Let's do audio only. Download. What? Oh, yeah. Amy says you have good ideas, Panda. Maybe I should just hire you as my editor. Panda says thank you. Like how gasp in Spanish is the caption for the meme. I don't know how. You know, just being on the internet will do that to you, man. You'll just catch on to things. Oh, you don't know how to edit is probably what you're saying. I don't pay you for not knowing things, Panda, okay? I don't... Alright, Velociraptor sounds. So, let's go... So, there's a big old screech right here we can see. Fuck, you're right. I'll do better, boss. I'm thinking we just use this sound right here. Nah, this one? Oh. That's part of the video. I think this one right here is perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. So we'll cut, just take this, put that right here, cut it right there. All right, ready? I'm gonna turn this back down a little bit.
yet the story still. And yet the story.
I missed it.
Oh my gosh. Here, I'll turn it up for you, Amy.
And yet the story still. And yet the story still.
No, it's good. Better keep that.
Oh my gosh, Panda. Who would have thought this night would have been so creative?
Stays true. There's so many S's in that. And yet the story still stays true to what it's trying to portray. Whereas Mark is focused on not because
It's like you can tell the video is having fun with itself. It's like you can tell we're having fun making the video. I like that. I like you. Yeah. I think you've captured the essence of fun. What you're doing, Panda, so here's the thing. Like, the thing about this video is that, yes, it's me, but also part of what's on my kind of like vision board that I'm too scared to take down right now because it'll be too much of a pain to put up. But part of what's on my board is like, what value do my videos bring? And then like how do I put myself into my videos? Like, how do I put my personality into my videos? And what you're doing right now with like the Velociraptor scream and all that, that's how you are putting your personality into something. And a lot of my personality doesn't incorporate that, and that's okay. Like, I'm not that guy. But I am a different guy. That's better than that guy. And I just have to figure out, like my jokes, my quips and stuff like that. I think I need to put more of that into my videos whenever I say stuff like how I'm saying right now. And I don't do that. And you're making me kind of realize that tonight. And I need to take, actually, I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write that down because I will forget. Here, my jokes, quips are my superpower. There we go. My jokes / quips are my superpower. And as I was saying that, Amy's like, that's true. And like, and yes, no, I may not be able to come up with memes and stuff like you, but like, if you ever watched Moist Critical video, right? What is Charlie known for? For saying the most like raunchiest, weirdest thing, and he just kind of goes on a little bit of a ramble about like something weird. He's always like, and he goes, let's go. Whenever you're watching this video, it's like the butt cheeks have spread themselves and you get to see that chocolate wink at you for the first time ever, and you get to see just that chocolate button right at your face. It's like, that's Charlie. Everyone knows that's something Charlie would say. I need to have my je ne sais quoi. And that is my jokes and my quips. So thank you, Panda. This has been a very helpful stream. I hope this has been an entertaining stream, but this has also been a very helpful stream for me. Okay, we're almost done. We're at literally the last stretch. We have 20 more seconds to edit. The screech made my night. The screech was pretty freaking good. You know what we'll do? We'll do something. We'll do something. We'll do something really good at the end.
In that.
I got an idea
and yet
for you.
The story still stays true to what it's trying to portray. Whereas Mark is focused on not becoming his father, we see that what happened.
I'm so like done adding clips to everything. I just want to let the rest of this video kind of like play itself out.
Many S's in that. And yet the story still stays true to what it's trying to portray.
Let's extend this a little bit. Boom. And then what I want. What do I want? What do I want? Whew, that was way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Not there, delete that. I am tired.
And yet the story still stays true to what it's
You got this. Never back down, never what? Never give
Mark
up.
is focused on not becoming his father.
Never be a little
See that
bitch.
What happens when you take in all these bad experiences and
Oh, what the? Holy crap. What am I saying?
that. And yet the story still stays true to what it's trying to portray. Whereas Mark is focused on
Let's put this here.
story still stays true to what it's trying to portray. Whereas Mark is focused on not becoming his father, we see that what happens when you take in all these
I've been kind of saving this. Put this here. So every clip we get of Big Bad Villain, we gotta put him in. Oh my gosh, that's like 2 seconds long. It's gonna be a quick B-roll. There should be one of him. I think like in the second one, there's a lot more of him. There he is. You know what that shot reminds me of? That reminds me of Everything Everywhere All at Once. Look at this. Where he like walks into it. Boom, boom, boom. You remember whenever she's like looking for the right universe and she's like, and like every time she turns her head, she switches universe.
Let them control you, you turn into something much, much worse, where the main villain of this season kind of comes through. this season kind of comes through. And this really feels like a chapter in a much grander scheme, which is why I gotta give Invincible Season 2 an 8 out of 10.
I thought of the scene where Captain America ran into the streets of New York. Dude, that scene is so freaking badass. And then Nick Fury, like, introduces him. Do you remember the early days of the MCU? They were so exciting. I miss getting an Avengers movie. I wish they just, like, slowed their roll. I wish they just stopped putting stuff out so fast.
Until next time, play nice.
Let's do, okay. Oh. Let's do this. Where do I say the word invincible?
Invincible Season 2 an 8 out of 10.
So I gotta put it right here.
Through. And this really feels like a chapter in a much grander scheme, which is why I gotta give Invincible Season 2 an 8 out of 10. Until next time, play nice.
Okay, a couple of things we have to do here. A couple of things I want to do here. One of them is really ambitious. The other one is not as ambitious. So we're gonna try to do both of them.
Season 2 an 8 out of 10.
Oh gosh, okay. I gotta turn off this music real quick. Okay, so the non-ambitious thing is just is literally just adding the score to like the screen right here. So that's the non-ambitious thing. The majorly ambitious thing is taking the raptor roar and tuning it up a bit for the very end of the video. So we'll do the... I'm actually getting a headache. We'll do the non-ambitious thing real quick. And then we will... I think it's a sinus headache. Oh! Oh, and I still got to make the thumbnail. Okay, we'll do that. Animate it. Neon. All right. Download. Okay, so that's done. The raptor roar. This one, I don't even know if we can fully do. Which one is it? Is it this one? It's gotta be, yeah, it's this one. Okay. My head pulls back. That's the problem. And I can't really do that much editing here. Red eyes. I want to give myself red eyes. Oh, that's perfect. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want. Oh, this is perfect. The Terminator. It does. Here's the problem with these red eyes is that I can't move them. So I can do two things. All right. There is a solution to this. I don't like the solution I'm going to come up with, but there is a solution. You'll see here in a second what I'm talking about. It technically shouldn't take too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete the background. We're going to keep the eyes. We're going to keep the eyes, okay? We're going to download the eyes, but we're going to... Oh, right. We need to change this to a thumbnail. So, boom. Boom. Transparent background. Oh, my allergies. Okay. We're going to go back here. We're going to take... We're just going to take the video for now because I don't feel like listening to that raptor roar 50 million times. Okay, we're going to take the video. We're going to go here. We're going to grab the red eyes, which I didn't label the red eyes, so now they're just something. I think it's just untitled. Yeah, okay. So then we're going to take this. Okay. And we're going to put this over this. Right? Perfect. Okay. Bear with me. So then we're going to move these right here. We're going to make them smaller so that they fit the eyes. Okay. So now... right here, zoom in, put the eyes here. Okay. This is where it gets tricky. This is where it gets tricky. See how that moved? Now we have to... boom, moved. Now we move it up. Boom. All right. Move. Move it up. Boom. Move it up. Boom. Move it up. Anytime my face moves, we move the eyes. Now, there are computer programs that will do this automatically. Do I have these computer programs? I do not. Do I know where these computer programs exist? I do not. Perfect. Okay. So then, when we watch it... boom! Look at that. It's done. Okay. So then, we then just take this and this. Copy. Bring it over here. Paste it. Put it right back in that slot.
It's time. Play nice. Let's talk.
All right. Boom. All right. So then we put that, take that, move that over here. Can you make it appear at the end? Oh, yeah. Like a transformer. Amazing. And then what I need is I need my videos. We're almost done. We're so close to being done with this video. Intros and outros. I don't know which I used this one, the consider subscribing on my last video. I usually just use this one. This one. That's what I meant to say. I usually just use this one. I use this one.
Mario. Hey, I'm Mario. I like playing video games, watching movies, and Dungeons and Dragons. If you keep getting me in your suggested videos, or you're watching this video right here, consider subscribing. It goes a long way. Thank you.
We'll use this one. We'll use this one. Oh shoot. We'll put this here, and then we'll put this here, and then we'll put this here, and then we'll do this. So then if they get to the end of the video.
If you keep getting me in your suggested videos, or you're watching this video right here, consider subscribing. It goes a long way. Thank you.
That's good. It just ends like that. Then I need downloads. I also didn't freaking do this one correctly, so I think it's called 8. Yep, okay. That's what I need. I need you. Ooh, I don't need you there. I need you over here. Okay, then you go right here. Boom. Delete. And lastly, music. I always add music. I need another song. So there's this one song that I always use. I'd like to use a different song, and then we're going to watch the whole video together. Then we're going to export the video. And we're done. We're going to post the video. We're done with the video. I have this song right here that I really like, that I use in all my videos. So, we'll turn it up a little bit. We'll watch this together.
Let's talk about season 2 of Invincible.
This is going to get really loud, so I apologize.
This show is making MCU and DC look pretty bad. And it really comes down to storytelling. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys. Season 2 had some boring moments for me that kind of took me out of it. However, the show knows the story it wants to tell, and it sticks to it. After Omni-Man's wake of destruction and he leaves Mark, it's kind of having to leave our main character to recover. And whereas the first season was about hope and the reality of all things crashing down upon that, this season's the opposite. It's kind of finding that hope whenever the reality of the world constantly keeps kicking you while you're down. And that really is the main theme of this season. When it rains, it pours. Mark's struggles of just everyday things like the will they, won't they romance, because the idea of having a girlfriend is something that every guy wants, but does that person really fit into the life that you truly want to live? Keyword truly want to live, because Mark is also trying to figure out what he wants, what's best for him. And I think that's very relatable and a key factor in everything, especially when he has fears of becoming like his father.
I am your father.
It's not true. That's impossible.
And we explore all of this throughout this season,
That was good.
where the
That was
main
good.
focus is more of a character progression story instead of a plot-driven story. Don't get me wrong, both are very ample when it comes to how this story is being told in season 2, but I think that's where it's cutting the edge over Marvel and DC. We are more focused on the relatability between these heroes that can do godly things than we are kind of patting ourselves on the back and catering to certain types of audience members. You add in the fact that the show is still as action-packed as ever, and the action sequences tie into the character progression, whether it's something that a character has achieved and learned, or it's the next step and them having to understand a situation as a whole.
I should have just
Action
ended
is
the
part of
stream and done this
expressing
part
what a
off
character
stream
is
to make you
going
guys
through
watch it on
and
YouTube.
feeling and heightening that what cannot be told through just dialogue alone. Take Rudy or Robot for example. Whenever he has to go against the Sequids, he has been working on his emotional control. This is both to show how he handles situations and how he actively challenges the world in his own internal
I'll watch it again.
conflict,
Don't
but
feel
it
obligated
doesn't
to.
work in his relationship that he's trying to pursue. And
Maybe
because
something
of that,
more
he
upbeat,
has
like
to
that pull-up
grow as a
quest background
person, not so
music.
much change, but understand that that he can't just go
I don't
in
want it to
and
be too
fix
distracting.
everything outright.
This is
And
pretty
what makes
upbeat though.
season
This is like
so
one of the more
great is
upbeat songs that I
everyone's
found,
main
but I'll
theme
try
is
that
finding
pull up
their
quest
agency,
side
their
mission thing.
choice. Whenever things or life itself feels like it's only giving you one
I think you sent it
option,
to me.
you're
I need to
still
download it.
choosing to pursue an ideal that you want to achieve. The caveat having to be that you have to fight tooth and nail for it. And if I could just add the cherry on top, being the fact that the show takes superhero tropes and puts a twist on them, or focuses on things that may be overlooked in other medias, like how characters can be traumatized from an experience and how they can grow to overcome those experiences, or even a hero itself failing time and time again, but still choosing to get back up and fight the good fight. With all this praise, you're probably still wondering, what was I bored about? Well, the overall message and theme feels like it gets beaten over your head one too many times. Seeing that...
Okay, I don't like that you hear a crescendo of ending right there at the... right here. So we're going to cut this out. We're going to download the Final Fantasy song. God, this song, I'm already pissed off listening to this song. You remember how many pull-ups I had to do for this song? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This song pissed me off, man. Just hearing it makes me want to do some pull-ups. Well, it's chest day. I gotta do push-ups. It's really short. We'll see how it sounds.
Over your head one too many times, seeing that not just Mark but all the other side characters are facing similar issues and are all wanting their own form of agency. Not to mention that the story outright says this at multiple times. When you start to see everybody having a bad day every day, you become more desensitized to the whole situation as a whole. Those small wins that our heroes deserve feel really fleeting. Like whenever Rexplode has to recover from his injuries and needs to get that win one more time. And honestly, this might actually be the point. Maybe just taking the small wins wherever we can get them, because life is never going to give you a break. However, they just don't feel that impactful in the grand scheme of things, and that message almost feels lost due to the fact that a lot of times when good things need to happen, like Alan's ability to get stronger, or Alan finding Omni-Man, or even the Viltrumites finding Omni-Man.
Maybe too high energy now. I'm hearing it. Yeah,
ex machina.
It's pretty. It's a workout. It's supposed to get you pumped for a workout. I am going to keep the song. So the other song I like to use is Burnt Toaster. Now this one's a banger, but it's got really high key notes. So if it plays on loop for too long, this is one of my favorite songs to use in any of my videos. It is too annoying.
Beaten over your head one too many times. Seeing that not just Mark, but all the other side characters are facing similar issues and are all wanting their own form of agency. Not
So I have to play this one like really
the
quiet.
story outright says this at multiple times. When you start to see everybody having a bad day every day, you become more desensitized to the whole situation.
I like that
as a
better.
whole.
Burnt
Those
Toaster's
small
pretty good.
wins that our heroes deserve feel really fleeting.
I like
whenever
background game music.
Rexplode
Me
has
too.
to recover
So I
from
guess we'll keep
injuries
Burnt
and
Toaster
needs to
and we'll
get
keep
that
this
win
one.
more time.
And we'll use
And
Final
honestly,
Fantasy
this
for when I'm
might actually
streaming
be
and I'm
the
playing a game.
point. Maybe just taking the small wins
I just wanna get
wherever we
pumped.
can get them, because life is never going to give you a break. However, they just don't feel that impactful in
Need
the
to
grand
remember to
scheme
save
of
it to
things,
my-
and that message almost
I'm gonna save it to
feels
my
lost
musics right
due
now,
to the
so I
fact
don't
that
forget.
a lot of times when good things need to happen, like Alan's ability to get stronger, or Alan finding Omni-Man, or even the Viltrumites finding Omni-Man and Mark, a lot of it can be very ex machina. Like, the good happens because it needs to happen and almost out of sheer luck, instead of willing it to happen because it's something that you are fighting for. Dare I mention the last episode and the time traveling stuff. And yet the story still... And yet the story...
We lost the Velociraptor. Fuck. I accidentally I put the stuff on the Velociraptor. This is why we watch everything once more over. This is exactly why. Okay.
And yet the story still... And yet the story still stays
That's never
true.
gonna get old.
There's so many S's in that. And yet the story still stays true to what it's trying to portray. Whereas Mark is focused on not becoming his father, we see that what happens when you take in all these bad experiences and you let them control you, you turn into something much, much worse, where the main villain of this season kind of comes through. And this really feels like a chapter in a much grander scheme, which is why I gotta give Invincible Season 2 an 8 out of 10. Until next time, play nice. Hey, I'm Mario. I like playing video games, watching movies, and Dungeons and Dragons. If you keep getting me in your suggested videos, or you're watching this video right here, consider subscribing. It goes a long way. Thank you.
Shit. Okay, guys, that was good. This man, I hope this video gets 1,000 views. This video deserves 1,000 views. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna use, I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate that into a thumbnail, but we'll save it for a future stream thumbnail. We will save it for a future streams thumbnail. Invincible. I don't even know how to spell invincible. Invincible. That's a lot of I's. Invincible. Better than DC and Marvel. I think that's looking grip at the Invincible logo. Looking up at the Invincible logo, I see. And having my face do that. Maybe. But I kind of got a thing going on with like... Maybe. Oh, I have to make that thumbnail right now. All right. I'm so tired. It's like past my bedtime. Whichever you choose to do, you're the professional. I guess I am technically a professional. Invincible Season 2. I actually gave it a lower score than I gave it a lower score than most people did. Most people gave it like a 9 or a 10 out of 10. And I gave it an 8. Is this going to stay blurry? Maybe it won't be so blurry when I... It's pretty blurry because it's pretty stretched out. Ooh, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I mean, it looks good here, but that doesn't give me good hope. I want the name Invincible on there. I might not get it. I might just have to go with this. I might literally just have to settle for that. Yep. I mean, we could try this. I doubt it's going to work. Because it's so long. I'll try it. But I have no hope, so I'm going to grab this one while I'm at it. Yeah. Yep. I'm not surprised there. We'll just use this one. It's okay. This one's actually like perfect. It's too small. It's not. I want it to be. I don't really like that there's like too much noise going on there. This is good. Right here. That's not bad. That's not bad. I like putting it on the left, but I feel like too many of my videos have it on the left. Put it on the right. There's more room on the right. There we go. Okay. I'm uploading the video right now. But I'm going to go to sleep. So you guys will see the video. Go check out the video. Thank you for all your support. Thank you, Panda, for the great ideas and for making the video all that much more personal. This was fun. I had a good time. We'll probably do more of these. But until next time, guys, play nice. Happy to help. Happy to have you, man. Also, play Honkai Star Rail because I get money for it. All right, guys. Take care. Play it. Don't play it. Play it if you like it. Play it.